games. We played 2 really good opponents, and then the coffee pot game, which I've been here long enough to know that one you don't ever count until the game's over. And obviously we felt like we were the better team this year and turned out to be that way, but I felt that way before, and it ended up 6-0, or 14-13 or whatever. Then we came into this section of the season where we were going to go Franklin County, Spring Hill, Lincoln County, and really felt like that we were good enough to beat either of those 3 teams, but they were also good enough to beat us. Mm-hmm. And that would kind of set us up in our season, that we win 2 out of 3. We were going to be okay. We only win 1 out of 3 or go 0 for 3. We're probably in for a pretty rough season. Mm-hmm. To go 3 out of 3 sets us up now to where we're going to go into the next 4 games. 3 of them are region games, beginning with next Friday at Nolensville.
Right.
That game will be not only for playoffs, but it'll be for a home playoff game. You got to win that one to have a chance at a home playoff game. And then we'll play Lawrence County for the opportunity to
be in the
qualify for the playoffs, regardless of what happens with Nolensville.
Right.
And then you'll turn around and play Maplewood the last ball game of the year, which, if we're successful against Nolensville and Lawrenceburg, then that one may be for the home playoff game, as Maplewood still has to play Nolensville as well, and they won't play until that last, right before us.
Right.
It's just an exciting time of the year.
It's
and then
wonderful.
We've got one non-conference game there with Giles County.
Right.
That makes up the 4 games that are left. But it's we're hitting that stretch run now. This is, considering where we were, we're sitting as well as we possibly could be. Nolensville, like I said, we're going to be battling them for probably second place behind Marshall County.
Right.
Not necessarily. There are things that can happen, but in all likelihood.
Right.
So if we're able to win that game, then that keeps us in the hunt for having a home playoff game.
That's good.
And that's what, number one, we want to try to qualify for the playoffs. Right. And we need one more win to qualify for the playoffs in our region. And then if we want to host one instead of being on the road, then we need to be able to beat Nolensville as well as Maplewood as we go down the stretch here in all likelihood.
All right. It goes by quick, doesn't it?
It does.
I can't believe that was our 6th game last night, but it was. And what we'll do right now is take a quick commercial break and be back with the first quarter.
Mustang Sally. You better slow that Mustang down at Russell Barnett Ford in Tullahoma on Highway 55, where you can receive up to $4,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Ford in Tullahoma. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Thank you, Dr. Colin Bills, for once again covering the Wildcats football game. In addition to his sideline presence, Dr. Bills with Tenova Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is offering an injury clinic every Saturday morning from 9 to 12 throughout this fall season for athletes of all ages. Located at Suite 300 of the Jackson Medical Plaza, 1805 North Jackson Street. Whether you've experienced a sprain or more serious injury, you no longer have to wait until Monday to see an orthopedic physician. Thanks again to Tenova Orthopedics for your support, and go Wildcats.
Terry Stroop here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We've had a long, hot summer. It's football time here in Tullahoma, and with that comes fall weather. It's a great time for you to schedule your fall maintenance checks so we can help keep you comfortable. Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration would like to congratulate the class of 2020.
It was us. We let the dogs out. Bark in the Park is Saturday, November 2nd from 10 until 2 at Wagner Park. Come out and help support the Tullahoma Animal Shelter's Medical Fund during a day of barking family fun that includes dog contests, grooming, pup paw art, a bounce house, and more. Contact Jeff Wilson at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter to learn more.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Our captains last night, 12, Ben Fulton, 14, Quentin Howard, 8, Brian Nims, 6, Hunter Palmer, who's the permanent captain. And we win the toss, we're going to defer. And I don't know whether it's opening kickoff or at the end of this clip, but you're talking about a beautiful sunset. Maybe right here. No, we cut it out, but there's a gorgeous sunset over the trees there to the west of us. Jacob Dixon on the tackle, and Lincoln County opens up with a wing tee. Jacob Floyd misses him the first time and then misses him again a second time. You don't see that very often. His cohort, though, Justin Scott and Garrett Harris, make the stop. But Lincoln County has opened up in the wing tee, and that is not what we practiced. As they had changed their offense, at least as far as showing their offense, they had changed as just the way the video swaps went this year. They were always playing our opponent the week before us, and so we had all of their videos except their very first ball game. And so the wing tee was something completely new that we had to make some adjustments on the run. Jacoby Thomas on the return there. He came a long ways to get that ball and then returned it about 15 yards. We opened up hitting Quentin Howard there with a quick out. And we're gonna run a little counter right here with Jacoby. Good hold there by the offensive line. And we're going to come back and try to run Jacoby to the outside, and we miss a block on the outside. He does a good job of just picking up 3 or 4 yards there.
He runs hard, very, very hard. And I noticed big number 70's back on the
Ian
field.
Poe was back, and it was good to have him back. And we're going to try to hit Hunter Palmer, and we got him. They were running a blitz from the outside, and we don't pick it up. So it makes it 3rd down and about 7. And we run a little counter up in there, and Brian Nims picks up the 1st down plus good yardage. And
he does that 3 or 4 times during this ball game.
He does. He makes several really good cuts. We come back, same play, but we try to hit Hunter Palmer there on the slant, and good read. We just overthrew the ball. And we're going to hit Hunter Jewell here, racing across the end zone as they're trying to play man-to-man, and Hunter got a step on his man, and Ben's able to find him. We're going to take a penalty right here for the 2nd week in a row. We can't get everybody out on the field. And so we're going to be late getting there, and now you can see me get Ben's attention. Just take the delay of game, back it up 5 yards, and we'll kick it from the 15.
I guess there was probably some conversation about that.
Well, the main conversation was between us coaches that that's 2 weeks in a row. We're not going to have it, or we're going to try to prevent it next week. We assigned a specific coach on the sideline to have the list and have everybody standing right next to him. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you think, well, that's easy to do, but it's not, because a lot of those guys play on defense or whatnot, and they're talking with their defensive
right.
coaches. And so anyway, it's not always an easy thing to do. It's had a good kick, but good return by them. And
well, number 11 and number 3, pretty tough runners.
yeah, three's a really good football player. I think his last name may be Cooper, but he's a good football player. He was good last year, and we've watched him. You know, sometimes when you're watching film of the other teams, you sit there and you say, man, I'd like to have him. He's one of those that we'd like to have.
Yeah. Oh, is he just a sophomore? Oh, no.
Yeah, he's a senior, but he's played for him since he was a sophomore.
But, you know, talking about getting people on the field, I was watching the Packers and the Eagles the other night, and a kid who scored, wide receiver, scored 2 touchdowns, caught 2 touchdowns, made 2 tackles on kickoff.
Right.
You know, you put your players where they need to be to get plays made.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not always easy to get them there. Sometimes.
And they're moving the ball against us right here, but the main reason is that we're struggling to get lined up with them, and we practiced for this offense a few weeks ago from Franklin County, and so we're trying to get them to go back through their head and remember, and right there Actually, it was really a good execution by Lincoln County. I want to give them some credit there. If you're watching this at a later date, number 2 did a great job of showing an influence, like he was blocking before he released, and just a good job by them. And they're unbalanced right here and running to the bubble of the hole. Brian Nims makes the tackle, but not before 3 breaks the plane. So we're going to be 7-7 here in the first quarter. And they kick it short, and Hunter Palmer picks it up and just doesn't find a place to cut it up. And so he runs about 60 yards for
3,
4, 5. Which was bad because we really had, the next play was supposed to be a speed sweep to Hunter, and we had to change plays just because we were worried about him being out of breath. Jacoby Thomas there for on the carry. We get penalized, so come back. We're going to try to hit Palm. We miss a block. 21 played really well against us, I thought. I thought he made several plays for them. And we're going to come back and try to hit Jacoby deep here, and they're going to pass interfere with him before the ball gets there. And so we pick up some yardage, get the down over. It's not an automatic first down anymore, so it was like 1st and 8. Hunter Jewell makes the catch there on the little pop, and so pick up the first down. Here comes Brian again, good hole by the line, and can't quite outrun the guy there.
what's that, face mask down there?
Yeah.
So that sets us up in pretty good position.
We're in good shape. We're inside the 10, and we're going to come back and try to run right here, and we just miss our block. There's 3 again. I'm telling you, he's a good football player. 3 and 21, both I thought did a great job of keeping us getting to the outside. We take a time out there, make sure everybody's on the same page, and we're going to hit Hunter Jewell. And Ben does a good job of buying a couple extra seconds there.
How do you get that open?
They're playing man-to-man coverage, and there's a play-action fake involved in it, and so it worked like it was supposed to.
Like it drawn up.
We really thought we would hit Q right there, to be honest. We thought that we'd get him open, but Jewell's guy ended up falling back in there on Q as well, so Q had 2 and Jewell had none.
Yeah.
So, good job, good response by the offense. And Justice Chadwick to kick it off this time, and he's going to put it in the end zone.
That's a good thing to have.
That's a great thing to have. You know, they've been outside the 30-yard line on the previous 2 kickoffs, so we finally have got them pinned up inside. Good job there, good penetration by Brian, and Justin Scott finishes him off. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter, and we've regained the lead up 14-7.
Can't ask for much more than that, but we're going to get more than that because the rest of this ball game is just as good as the first part of it. Don't go away. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
La Fiesta Bar and Grill, located at 1410 North Jackson Street at the Quality Inn. The La Fiesta offers the freshest and best presented Mexican dishes in the area. The recently remodeled restaurant offers you all of your favorites, from chips and salsa to chicken, steak, and seafood dishes. There's a fiesta going on every day at La Fiesta Bar and Grill, 1410 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma. Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
We open up the second quarter. Lincoln County has football, lining up in a wing tee. And I think that was Hunter Jewell, if I remember right, that made that tackle. And they're trying to dump the ball off here. Number 2, we miss him on the first one, but Jacoby Thomas knocks him out short of the first down. And so Lincoln County will punt the ball back to us. And Jacoby Fair catches it. Their punter, pretty good punter. I mean, he hung them up there for the most part.
Well, and Jacoby's doing a really good job of getting to the ball and doing away with that 10, 15-yard roll down.
Yep.
He's catching the ball.
Good play right here, but we don't get called for a block in the back, so we lose yardage out of it. We gained maybe a half a foot, and try to start all over. And we run Devlin McGee there, and he runs into the back of one of his linemen. So we don't gain anything there. So now we got second down and 9. And Ben's on hit Brody Melton. Good execution there.
Yes, it was.
First down. Come back, try to run Devlin. He fumbles the football over there, and Logan Crouch makes the recovery. It'll bring up a second down and 10. And we're gonna roll here to the left. Hit Hunter Palmer. So we had ourselves in a situation where it was going to be third and medium, but they got called for a penalty that moved it on down, and then we get called for a penalty right here after Jake catching the ball. Jake ran out of real estate and stepped on the white line, which makes him where he can't touch the football for the rest of the play because he wasn't forced out. We go for Jacob Dixon there, trying to get the touchdown and pass interference.
When will they take that to the spot of the foul in high school?
I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Well, I mean, you know, you got a touchdown there, and all of a sudden you're back up the field, and
yeah, the pros are the only ones that do it though. Colleges don't do it either, so. They've got a little bit different rule than we do, in that theirs is a rule of a spot foul or 15 yards, depending on where the pass interference took place. But 15 is the most you can get. And this year in high school football, it used to be an automatic first down, and it's no longer an automatic first down. Good hard running there by Brian. Ben Fulton got roughed on the previous play. He's gonna get roughed again right here.
real roughed.
He hands it off to Brian. The backside linebacker catches us there. And this is where Ben will keep it. And takes a pretty good lick, so he has to come out of the game. You can see he was leaning, going toward the goal line, and one of them caught him pretty good and put him flat on his back. So Brian Scott comes in, hands off there to Brian Nims, and Brian Nims puts it in the end zone. And you can see Ben's right back out there. We just had to go out and check on him, and so once you do that, you got to pull him out of the game for a play. And we have Brody Melton snapping it to Ben Fulton. Ben Fulton putting it on the block, Justice Chadwick putting it through. And so we're up 21-7. We've had 3 opportunities with the football, and all 3 of them have resulted in touchdowns. So good job.
That's pretty good.
Good job by the offense. And Defense has made its adjustments now. We're going to play the rest of this quarter well. They hurt us with that play. That time we're actually there. We just don't get him on the ground.
He's a hard runner.
They had hurt us with that play earlier in the half. And good tackle there by Quentin Howard. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. And they line up an illegal set, so it's going to make it 1st and 15. And they're running a quarterback sweep here. Good job there by Hunter Jewell, and Landon Fouch comes up on the play. They had a holding call. We declined it. Just go ahead and take it and make it a 2nd down. Try to run a quick trap there, and we get him tripped up. Short gain, 3rd down now and about 14. And the quarterback, I think somebody stepped on his foot as he's trying to back out of there. So, 4th down. We take a timeout to stop the clock and force them to punt. We get a fair catch. We got about 2 minutes to go.
That's a good punt.
Yeah, he's a good punter. I was watching him in warm-up. He was nailing them 40, 45 yards past the LOS. So, good step up by Ben. He's going to continue running this way and just get out of bounds after picking up 5 or 6. Now we're underneath the 2-minute mark. And we hit Hunter Jewell there, and he does a great job of staying on his feet and getting another 7 yards. We're going to hustle up and spike the ball here. If we can get lined up. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm 1 ahead. We're now down to about 1.5 minutes to go. We run the ball and pick up another 1st down by Jacoby. And we spike it. Second down and 10. And we're going to run Brian Nims right here behind number 57 and 70. And good job by Hunter Jewell at screening them off.
And not hitting him in the back.
Not hitting him in the back. And in fact, the guy hits him, and so Lincoln County gets penalized, and we'll take it on the kickoff. And you'll see that here in just a minute. Brody Melton again snapping, Ben Fulton putting it on the block, Justice Chadwick putting it through the uprights.
So it's 28-7, folks.
And we basically did that drive in about 1:10, 1:15.
I was getting ready to say the other night, Aaron Rodgers went down in 59 seconds. This is just about as good as Aaron Rodgers right here.
So. And they hit the out route, Landon Fouch on the tackle, but they had a penalty, so it backs it up 5 yards. And they hit another out route over here. We're just trying to get him down on the ground. We're willing to give up some yardage. And that'll be the last play of the half. And it's been a good first half for the Tullahoma Wildcats.
Scored every time we got the ball, just about.
Yeah.
So that's you can't beat that, Coach. That's on a homecoming night. Your kids are focused and getting that kind of a job done. And the atmosphere is outstanding, and we're getting ready to see the band show here in just a minute. But before we do that, we want to thank a few people. We want to thank the Donut Palace for providing us with our sweet tooth fix today. And every Saturday on the John Ollie Fifth Quarter Show, we want to thank folks down at Sundrop down there for Deja Blue. They're our water sponsor, and drop by the Sundrop shop sometime down there and get you a Frosty or something to eat. It's a good place. They're good people, and we appreciate them and all of our sponsors. And let's don't forget the Legacy Creamery, and that's the Run, Walk, and Ruck is coming up
November 2nd.
November 2nd. So we want to keep promoting that, because all the funds that are raised by the gelato sold at the Quarterback Club concession stand, all of that money goes to the construction of a new training facility at the high school that was a dream of Eli Groves. And we all need to help Eli continue to grow and help that dream grow. Good young man,
Well said.
wonderful young man, and a great family. So with that said, we'll take a quick commercial break and be back with halftime. Attention, attention! Tullahoma and surrounding areas? Spinelli's Pizzeria is now open at 121 Northwest Atlantic Street in downtown Tullahoma. They specialize in Philadelphia-style pizzas that you can order by the pie or by the gigantic slice. Spinelli's also has great sandwiches with breads imported from Philly, loaded stromboli, salads, and desserts. They are open from 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. with delivery every day. So stop by Spinelli's and get a slice. Hey Tullahoma, stop by McMurray's for all your personal and business needs. Copying and finishing service, that's black and white and color copying 1 to 1,000. Scan, print, reduce, enlarge up to 36 inches. Brochures, carbonless forms, design services, foam core mounting, fax service, comb and coil binding, lamination up to 40 inches. Wedding services include wedding invitations, wedding programs, and napkins. That's McMurray's, 101 West OG Street, Tullahoma. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. McMurray's.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
Donuts. Tasty. Donuts. Donuts.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network. If you're looking for fuel, food, or fun, don't forget the Dameron Brothers stores. The Shortstop has fuel, food, and beverages. The Liquor Locker carries all of your favorite brands of wines and spirits. It has party supplies, beverages, and the area's best selection of premium cigars. So for all your party needs, Jeff and Jay say, come on by, and thank you for the support of our businesses. Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stock Temco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree Southern Rose and Sun windows, Quickset locks, General Shell brick, yellow wood, and pass load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply, 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma. The Gondola, located at 412 East Carroll Street, is Tullahoma's oldest pizza, pasta, and steakhouse, featuring all kinds of pizzas, calzones, pastas, and steaks, chicken, pork, sandwiches, and seafood. Check out their daily specials on Facebook. And don't forget that on Saturdays, there's ribs and smoked Boston butts. Add a great variety of appetizers and desserts, and come on in, y'all. Gondola has it all. For carry-out, call 455-9738. That's the Gondola Steakhouse, located at 412 East Carroll Street in Tullahoma. Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Second half opens up. Lincoln County kicking off to us. Quentin Howard on the return gets it out to the 50-yard line. Great job, great field position. We're up 28-7. We need to go put a nail in the coffin. But Lincoln County, I thought, takes it to us here opening up the quarter.
Yeah, they came out to play after halftime.
You know, we weren't quite as sharp and ready to go, but Lincoln County brings it to us, and we don't execute very good, so we find ourselves in 3rd and long. And we're going to punt the ball to them. And Will Stone, first punt of the night for him.
Great kick.
So we've got them backed up deep. They try to run a little reverse right there, and Cooper Lawson makes the tackle. Great job, Seth Cullum. Another behind the line stop for him.
I love that little guy. He comes in and adds a spark.
3rd down and about 6. And they're going to try to throw it deep right here. Landon Fouch on the coverage. So we make them punt it back, and again, we're going to get great field position. And it's just a golden opportunity to demoralize them and get the game completely under our control. But again, their defense is on a rise to the occasion. Devlin McGee on the carry, picks up about 7. And he's able to pick up the first down. And running the true triple there and not able to complete the pass out to the flat there as Ben had pulled it on the run as 3 had taken the dive, and then they closed on him and he tried to throw it out to Hunter Palmer. Next play, we cough up the football. And so Lincoln County's going to take over out around the 40-yard line. And
rugby scrum.
They're able to pick up 7 or 8 yards there before we finally get him down.
Of course, that pushing from behind is legal now.
It is.
Get him back there.
Good job, Jacob Floyd.
He's a gritty kid, isn't he? Mm-hmm. He's hard playing football.
He's done really well this year.
Just missed him right there.
Yeah, got to take just a little bit better angle. And they had picked up the first down, but they also get a flag on us. And so got to do a better job there. Thought we had him in the backfield, but he actually ends up making a good run. But holding's going to be called on them as they were holding out at the point of attack, and so backs them up 10 yards. And then we're going to come back right here, and they're going to call pass interference on us right there. And
that was an uncatchable ball.
It doesn't have to be catchable in high school. So anyway, it moves it back up where they've got it 1st and 10. And Jacob Dixon on the stop, and they're kind of rolling us out of there. They've found the thing where they've kind of got us outnumbered and come back with the trap there, and we're all over it for little to no gain. Comes the sweep into the boundary. We have him there for a loss, but instead, I'm telling you, 3's a football player.
He's a runner.
And he keeps those legs churning. Picks up a first down inside the 10. Inside reverse. Quentin Howard makes the tackle after a short gain. And here comes number 3 again, and you know, it looks like he doesn't get a whole lot, and then you look at it and you realize that he's picked up 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Ended the quarter right there, and one thing about them playing this wing T offense, it eats up all the time. So we're now in the 4th quarter, and they score, make it 28-14.
So instead of us putting the dagger in, they brought it back to within a possibility of making it a ball game again.
And so we've got to, you know, respond. They took that one 60 yards.
Right.
Drive was right at 60. They're wanting it a little bit more, and we'll see how our guys respond here after being punched.
Okay. We'll be back with the 4th quarter right after these messages.
The wait is finally over. The all-new redesigned Ford Ranger is back at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Stop and test drive one today at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Who's eligible to join Ascend Federal Credit Union? Them, her, him, them, him, all of them. Her, and him, but not him. There's a way for you to join too. And if you live in Middle Tennessee and want to get the most out of your money, you should. Ascend Federal Credit Union. Open your account today at ascend.org.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
Daddy Billy's Deli Bar and Grill has been open at 119 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma for over 40 years, serving up good times and great food. Owner Nick Smith has made a great investment to remodel the inside, which is now a non-smoking facility, and add a great outdoor patio area with a covered stage, a fire pit, and a second bar where smoking is allowed. The food remains great at Daddy Billy's, from burgers to paninis, salads, wings, with new items being added all the time. To be part of the good times at Daddy Billy's, 119 Northwest Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Pop it up here. Jacoby Thomas is going to get his hands on it. He's going to do a great job. Put your foot in the ground and get cut up north and south. He's got one man to beat right there, and if he'll just put that foot in the ground and cut it back against the grain, I think
he'd have been gone.
That he'd have a hard time.
They can't catch him. He's pretty swift.
Yeah.
But he runs mean.
Brian Nelms for a short pickup. We've got awesome field position. We need to punch this one in, punch him in the mouth, put this game back out. Throw it to Hunter here. Great job blocking Jake Hollingsworth. Does a great job of blocking. Hunter turns it up and almost split him. Keep your legs,
Brian.
good.
Good job, Brian.
Good drive. We bogged down here for the next couple of plays. Brian needed a little bit more experience. Follow those two blockers right there, and
you're in glory line.
Instead of bouncing it. If not, you're at the 1 yard line. Trying to get them all picked up, and we thought they had left Hunter Jewell uncovered, but they do a good job of recovering. And thought he was going to get in, but he's just short of the end zone. So we'll sneak it in here behind T. Taylor and Tydrell Mitchell, Ian Poe, Logan Crouch, and Caden Bradford are the tackles on that.
The bigs.
And I don't know why why we mishandled the snap, but we did. And so you get a fire call, and fire call is exactly what it is.
But it's still 34-14, so that's
We've responded, and that was important that we responded and came back after him. Will Stone kicks that one all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, that's one way to stop a run back, isn't it, Coach?
It is.
Drill it through the end zone. You don't have to worry about number 3 or number 11. Well, maybe you do. Look at here. That's a mule right there. Look at him. He's still on his feet.
Try to run the trap.
All over that.
Jacob Floyd and Tyreek Nard, both there.
Read your keys, boys. Read your keys.
And they line up wrong, so they get penalized. Here comes your speed sweep again. Picks up about 5. Jacob Floyd on the tackle. And now they're on. And they get called for moving there as they were trying to get lined up. Didn't get reset.
They didn't throw the ball about 3 times.
Good pressure. And now we just want to run clock. We want to bring this game to an end. Jacoby again makes the catch, keeps that ball from rolling, and so we've got it in good field position. Ryan Scott is at quarterback now.
Got a 20-point cushion. We're going to cruise it on home.
Yep. Linebacker comes through on a blitz there and knocks Devlin down for a loss. Good cut there. I believe that was Bo Nunley. Yep, Bo carrying the football. And Ryan's letting that clock roll down. He's looking at the play clock. And again, we run Bo, and then we'll punt the ball away. And this time it's Hunter Jewell that's looking at the play clock and letting it roll down. Will Stone with the punt. And this is more the offensive style that we were anticipating. Was a gun, not necessarily throwing the ball, but they were a run-throw mix with these type of formations. Good pressure, good coverage. Quentin Howard, Jacob Dixon there. Try to run a draw play, and Nick White, Jacob Floyd, both right where they're supposed to be. They'll punt it back to us again. And Jacoby will take off again. So again, we're in good field position. But we're not really interested in scoring right now. We just want the clock to run. Get out of this game without any major injuries. Jacob Dixon, great job right there.
Yeah, outstanding.
Good concentration. He's going to be a really good player. We're going to try to run a speed sweep with him, and that counts as an incomplete pass as we pitched it forward. And running behind the big blockers. Got some new blockers in there right now, so it's good to see some of the other ones getting to play. And we'll run it one more time. And that'll bring it, I'm pretty sure that was the last play, yeah. Last play of the game right there. Good win. So, brings our record to 4-2 overall. We're 1-1 inside the region with a huge region game coming up next Friday.
That's right. We're going to, going to Nolensville next Friday night. And, you know, one thing about Tullahoma High School football fans is we always travel pretty well.
We do.
And we need to bring a bunch of people to that stadium. It's a quick trip up there. Just hop on 41A and just drive straight on up there and right into the ballpark. And
delay your vacation for one day.
One day. That's right.
As we go on fall break starting next Friday. So
we need you in the stands up there because this game has far-reaching implications, as we discussed earlier in the show.
That's correct.
Please do that, and you know, if you love our little town, Tullahoma, look at here. Tullahoma has the word home in it. There you go, Tullahoma. That's where I call home. You can get these at Couches, downtown Tullahoma. Show your love for Tullahoma and go get a Tullahoma shirt downtown Tullahoma. And Coach, thanks for all your hard work and your coach's hard work. And people, one of these days we'll just have to have a conversation about what goes on behind the scenes with a athletic director on game day.
Just bore everybody.
You wouldn't believe it. But this man gets a whole lot done, and we're mighty proud to have him here for the years he's been here and the quality that he's brought to our athletic programs and our town. So with all that said, we'll see you in the stands at Nolensville.
Yeah.
And after this, right now, we're going to close with last night's homecoming festivities. So we'll see you next time.
As the drivers are Father Adam Weaver. The car is provided by Trey Harris and Al White in Manchester. Next being chauffeured by Father Armando Ujure, the sophomore attendant Miss Maddie Ujure. And his car is provided by the All-X family. Next we have junior attendant, Miss Allie Champion, who is being driven by her father, Mark Champion. Her car is provided by John Lennon. And now we recognize senior attendant Miss Gracie King, who is being taxied by her escort, Spencer Yoder, in a car provided by his grandfather, Lee Yoder. Next senior attendant is Miss Claire Quillen. She is being driven by her father, Terry Quillen, and the car provided by Al White. Our final senior attendant is Miss Carrington Ray. Carrington is riding in a car provided by Brian and Monica Skelton and driven by her father, Jason Ray.
Hey, Raymond. Hey, Raymond. Hey, Raymond. Hey, Andre. Hey, Andre. You heard that. Hey, Andre.
This year's prince is Jaden Sullivan. Jaden is riding in a vehicle provided by and driven by Bill Deedy. Our prince tonight is Miss Ashley Jones. Ashley is riding in a car provided and driven by Cynthia McDonald. Our flower girl, Mackenzie Johnson, and crown bearer, Easton Woods, are next. Easton and Mackenzie are being driven in a truck provided by Blake and Gene Woods, and driven by Easton's dad, Blake. It's been an exciting week full of activities celebrating homecoming. Students dressed up this week based on the theme PHS Glow Up. Fan Frenzy was held on Thursday. At Fan Frenzy, students engaged in a variety of activities and sporting events. Students night, the PHS Football Homecoming Court for 2019. The attendance and queen were elected by the classmates. The court will cross the field flanked by the PHS marching band and the junior ROTC honor detail. Now, the 2019 homecoming court. Freshman attendant at the 2019 homecoming court is Miss Ashley Weaver. Ashley is the daughter of Atlanta and Adam Weaver. She's a member of the PHS soccer team, Tullahoma Cheer and Gymnastics. She also teaches and dances at the Tullahoma Dance Company. Ashley is escorted by Danny Martinez. Danny is the son of Christine and Danny Martinez, who is a member of the Tullahoma High School football team, basketball, and baseball team. Ashley will be sassed by freshman class president Donald Spinner, presented with flowers from freshman class president Olivia Collison. Congratulations, Ms. Weaver. The sophomore attendant is Miss Natalie Ujure, escorted by Isaac Sweeney. Natalie is the daughter of Armando and Victoria Ujure. She is in the PHS band, for which she is a part of its leadership. She is also an elite Minecraft builder. Isaac is the son of Jessica and Tim Sweeney. Isaac is also a member of the PHS high school band. Natalie will be sashed by sophomore class president Haley Smith. She is being presented with flowers by sophomore class secretary Amy Pham. Congratulations, Miss Ray. The homecoming attendant elected for the junior class is Miss Allie Champion. She is being escorted by Mr. Steve Patel. Allie is the daughter of Ruth and Mark Champion. She is also a member of the PHS band and its leadership, as well as a member of the National Honor Society and the National English Honor Society. She is the son of Ratish and Rachel Patel. He is a member of the PHS soccer team and the National Honor Society, as well as Decker. Sashing Miss Champion will be class junior vice president Petros Tisnos, presenting flowers to Allie as junior class secretary Haley Rich. Congratulations, Miss Champion. Our first senior attendant for 2019 is Miss Gracie King. She is escorted by Spencer Yoder. Gracie is the daughter of Jody and Charles King. She is a member of the PHS band and serves as co-uniform crew officer. She is also a member of the Tullahoma High School swim team. Gracie plans to attend Dixie State University next year and later transfer to the University of Utah for medical school. Spencer is the son of Bill and Lane Yoder and the late Joanne Yoder. He is the Tullahoma High School student body president and founder of High Five Friday. He is also a PHS band low brass officer, NHS vice president, and a member of the cross country team. Spencer plans to study aerospace engineering in college. Gracie is being sashed out by Brittany Lynn, student body vice president, and is being presented flowers by senior class president Helena Pisnos. Congratulations, Miss King. Our next attendant representing the senior class is Miss Claire Quillen, who was escorted by Josh Daniels. Claire is the daughter of Terry Quillen and Joanne Jones. She is a DECA officer and is a nursery attendant at Trinity Lutheran. After graduation, Claire plans to attend the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. Josh is the son of Mark Daniels and Beverly Crane, who is also a member of the Tullahoma High School soccer team and Criminal Justice Club. After graduation, Josh plans to attend the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. Placing the sash is Whitney Roberts, student body secretary. Flowers are presented by Catherine Hill, student body vice president. Congratulations, Miss Quillen. Our final senior attendant is Miss Carrington Ray. She is being escorted by Mr. Matthew Brown. Carrington is the daughter of Jason and Jennifer Ray. She's a member of the Refuge at Grace Baptist Church, statistician on the football team, student and teacher at the Dance Academy, and a volunteer at the Come to the Table Soup Kitchen in Blue Marnock. Carrington plans to attend Trevecca Nazarene University. Matthew is the son of Michael and Melinda Brown. He is a member of the PHS band leadership, Grace Baptist Church, and the National Honor Society. Matthew plans to study engineering in college. Carrington is being sashed by senior class vice president Molly Georges, presenting her flowers to Brittany Lynn. Congratulations, Miss Ray. Please now warmly welcome our Prince and Princess of 2019, Mr. Jaden Sullinger and Miss Ashley Jones. Ashley is the daughter of Michael and Leah Jones. Ashley enjoys coloring and watching scary movies, going to Nickelback concerts and meeting the band, playing on the computer, and being in the THS band. Jaden is the son of Karen Sullinger and Jason Sullinger. He enjoys cheerleading, wrestling, and dancing. His car provided and driven by Bill Bailey. Sassy Miss Jones is Molly Georges. Presenting flowers to her is Whitney Roberts. Ashley is being crowned tonight by Dr. Sherry Zimmerman, Assistant Principal at PHS. Jaden is being crowned by Dr. Greg English, our Dean of Men, and sash by Kevin Gayton, Special Student Representative. Congratulations, Ms. Jones and Mr. Sullivan. Moving across the field now are our special assistants, Ms. Mackenzie Johnson and Mr. Easton Woods. Mackenzie is the daughter of Jermaine and Alicia Johnson. She enjoys softball, basketball, gymnastics, singing, and dancing. When Mackenzie grows up, she wants to be a Disney princess and a singer. Easton is the son of Blake and G. Wood. Easton enjoys fishing, baseball, and helping his mom coach basketball. When he grows up, Easton wants to be a firefighter like Uncle Bill, a construction worker so he can drive big dirt diggers, work on robots like Daddy, be a policeman, and be a Tullahoma football player. Easton is being presented with a football signed by the THS football team, presented to him by Isaac Lentz, president of the sophomore class. Mackenzie is being given flowers by junior class president Aubrey Sheeran. Thank you, Mackenzie and Easton. Now the announcement and crowning of our 2019 football homecoming queen, Miss Carrington Ray. Carrington is being crowned by Dr. Shirley Duncan, Dean of Women at Tullahoma High School. She is being presented with the additional sash by Elena Pisnos, Senior Class President. Congratulations, Ms. Ray, and also the rest of the court. I now present you the 2019 football homecoming queen and her court. Congratulations to all these young ladies and gentlemen for this honor bestowed on their inaugural classmates. Thank you to the class, the student body officers, THS band, the junior ROCP escort detail, and the parents of the court for their help with the homecoming festivities. The court will post the pictures and the escorts will be seated for the football game.